Hey guys, it's Kim here with Verily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on another Spinning with Beads tutorial. Today we are working on adding the beads after spinning but during plying, and this video did not go as planned whatsoever, but that is okay. So before we get into it, I would like to give a very warm welcome to new viewers and a welcome back to returning viewers. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And as always, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down in the comment section below. So what I am doing now is just threading sequins, beads, and bells onto this polyester sewing thread. Now, it's the bells that caused all the problems. So if you're going to do this, don't use the teeny tiny little bells or use them in a different manner, because this was an epic fail, let me tell you. But that's okay. First of all, the bells kept getting caught on the thread, so nothing wanted to move down the thread so that I could use up more thread. I did some practicing before I started filming for this video, and I got really tired of working with the beaded thread very, very quickly. Pretty much just sometimes allowing the single to auto wrap around the thread here and there, but not the whole time. It just kind of depended on my mood. I tried all sorts of different things. And I tried to use the thread to sort of anchor my plying. You can see I'm constantly having to stop and move the beads and stuff around. I did speed up different clips of this a little bit. A few of them, I think the first clip I sped up 4 times and the others just twice. But you get an idea of the struggle. The struggle is what I'm trying to share for the most part. I do have some close-ups of what I'm doing, so never fear, stay tuned. Now, the single does have beads spun into it, and I did not do a very good job putting the beads into the singles, so you might not want to take my initial method to heart because it wanted to come undone during plying. However, with the type of plying that I'm doing, that may be what the problem was. Anyways, experiment for your own sake, on your own, and see what works for you in your own way. I think that's what I was trying to say. Experiment to find your way. With all this weirdness going on, I did have trouble with the single untwisting and coming apart, in which case I just reattached it like I was core spinning around the thread and locked it in place with the thread and kept going. I am trying to lock the beads in place that were initially spun into the single, and that worked well. I had fun doing different things with those, on how to attach them in different ways. Each of the beads from the thread I tried to anchor with the thread. That didn't go as well, especially with the sequins, as I had hoped, but sometimes it was better than others. And the bells were really easy because they didn't want to go anywhere. So even though I had a little bit of trouble with these, it wasn't bad. And I got the hang of it fairly quickly. Like, the sequins gave me the most trouble, but they just wanted to slide around. They didn't want me to anchor them. But that wasn't terrible. The hard part was having to constantly move all of the beads and stuff and having those bells constantly getting stuck. But it's perseverance, it's constant stopping and starting. It was a good learning experience. Here you can see a really good close-up of what I'm doing, and I am allowing at this point a few beads and sequins to be together and fiddling with it to get them to connect. Now, the little beads aren't so bad, and like I said, the bells were super easy to do, but I did get tired of this very, very quickly. And indeed, at one point, I had it all tangled up. Well, you'll see that here in just a second. And after untangling, which took quite a while, I ended up having to break the thread and reattach it. And that's what I'm working on now. That's the tangle. So I had to break the thread and tie it back together, which didn't want to tie back together. And then I had another interesting event happen, which again, you will see that here in just a second. So right now I'm tying the thread back, and I'm like, at this point, I'm so done. I don't even care anymore. The knot's going to be in the way now because I think it's after all the beads, and I was like, I just don't care. So I applied all the beads, all the remaining beads and sequins and bells around the single right there. And then this interesting little thing happens where I don't know if the knot came undone, but let's watch that again in slow motion. So you can see what actually happens. Yeah, all the beads are falling off the thread. So I don't know what happened, but I was like, okay, after this, I'm done with the thread. Originally, I broke the thread and separated it from the rest, and then I ended up putting it back in and letting it auto wrap. Just out of curiosity, because I was already frustrated. It was a good time to try something else that's new. Actually, no, don't do that. So there, I just tied everything on, and I was like, I don't even care what it looks like. I don't care if it stays together when I take it off the bobbin, and then that was the first feather right there that I plied over, and I will show a separate little tutorial on how I did that, how I spun the feathers in and plied them in. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just going to finish plying with the crochet thread, cotton crochet thread. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.